This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and we're here in Denver, Colorado. I am here at Grassroots with Matthew. Matthew, tell me, first of all, this is a kind of new area here where you're bringing a great service to the people. Tell me, first of all, why this area?
This is a growing area and a new area for a lot of young people coming in, but also an area for a lot of open-minded people from older demographics. And so with the new changing industry and the new medical marijuana laws, this is something that we wanted to bring to an area that's sort of hip and urban and growing, and we wanted to be able to grow with that. That's part of our grassroots philosophy, is growing with something and educating people, and that's what we wanted to do here.
Perfect. And there's a lot of good things happening here in the neighborhood. Is that correct?
There are a lot of great things happening here in the neighborhood. If you walk up and down Tennyson Street, you'll see lots of art galleries, lots of boutique coffee shops, clothing stores, that sort of thing. So there are a lot of good people coming into this area and doing really good things. A lot of great creative people and open-minded people in this area, and we wanted to be part of that and help educate and bring our services to them while also pushing our services out to other people in the neighborhood.
Excellent. Let's start first of all with the establishment here. You guys have some good parking here, really easy to get to, which is great. You also have a handicap access, so people that can come in can come right up the ramp and easily get access here to the business. The open door policy here you've got, is it open to the public?
Yes, it's open to the public. If you want to come into our lobby, we offer free Wi-Fi, so you can come in, you can bring out your computer, you can drink some tea, have some water, talk to us about medical marijuana or any concerns or anything that you might have. We're here to help educate you and talk to you. Or if you just want to come in and hang out with us, and we're open to that. We're open to everybody coming in. Also, this lobby area, every month we change artists, and we do First Fridays, so we're open a little bit after the actual dispensing area closes at 7 o'clock. We stay open for an hour or so, and we do live music on the patio, and we have local artists that come in and display their art every single month.
And so basically you're kind of creating an environment that is a local friendly environment, a place where people can come in, learn about this industry, because obviously it's a brand new industry, so people want to get educated on it. Let's talk a little bit about the back room. Once a person actually has a card in hand and they are basically ready to be a patient, tell me, what kind of strains are they looking at on the back shelf there?
In the back shelf, we have it separated onto two sides. We have our sativas on one side and our indicas on the other side. The sativas are generally more uplifting. They're more cerebral in your head. They're less drowsy, and they sort of keep you awake. A lot of people like to medicate with those during the day if they have things to do, if they work from home, that sort of thing, or if they actually just have to be up and about doing things. The indicas are more for pain relief. They're more of an actual body relaxing, and they sort of like keep you a little bit calm, lower anxiety, that sort of thing. And so we separate them by the two different strains on that side. We also have most of our strains tested by full spectrum labs, so we're able to talk to all the patients about the THC content, the other cannabinoids such as the CBDs and the CBNs, which are non-psychoactive, but they actually also are very helpful with pain relief, migraines, seizures, arthritis, that sort of thing. And we really like to, once we get a patient in the back room, talk to them. We're not pushy about them talking about their medical condition, but a lot of them are open because that's what they're here to do. They're here to talk to us about the medicine and here to find something that actually works for them. So being able to show them the test results and being educated to talk to them about the different strains and the sativa versus indica, that's what we really strive for back there, so that the patient can leave with something that will actually help them.
So we're talking about basically, as a patient, obviously they play a big part in finding the remedy for themselves, because they can talk to you, and you guys basically, it's a cross between art and science, I imagine, at this point, where you're basically going through different strains and finding out what works for people. So as far as their medical records, are they kept on site here? How's the confidentiality? How does that work?
All of the medical records are HIPAA compliant. We keep everything. If it's on, like, our records on computer, when we check somebody in, we pull up a copy of their medical marijuana registry card and their ID to make sure that they actually are in our system, but that's all encrypted to HIPAA standards. And then all of the actual files are kept under lock and key, and we don't show that or produce that information to anybody except for any authority that might come in and want to look at that information.
Perfect. Speaking of off-site, let's talk a little bit about the facility where the actual product is grown. Tell me about that.
Well, here in Colorado, legally, medical marijuana centers are required to grow 70% of their actual product, with the other 30% only coming from other dispensaries through wholesale or through trade. So we grow, actually, we're one of the very few places in the state that grows in a climate-controlled greenhouse up north in Boulder County. A little bit of an indoor room up there, but most everything is grown outdoor in the Colorado sunlight, which plants actually love, and it's all organic and soil grown.
Excellent. Tell me your typical client that walks through the door here and what type of patient you guys are looking for.
It's hard to say. We have a lot of different patients. Our age range is from, from 21 and then all the way up into the 60s and 70s. I would say our average demographic is anywhere from 30 to the 50s. Our patients that come in, they're not looking to use it for recreational use. They're actually looking to use it for medical use. So they come in and, like I said before, they want to be able to talk to us and openly be able to talk to us in confidence, about what's going on with them and how we can help them. And in that age range of the 30 to 50-year-olds, that demographic, we see a lot of people coming in and saying, hey, I have this sort of problem and I want to be able to use this, or I have, diabetes. What can you help me for edibles that are sugar-free? Or I'm not able to smoke. Do you have tinctures? Do you have lotions? That sort of thing. So we want to be able to offer them everything, not just smokable medicine, but something that's edible or something that's topical, so that we can relieve every single one of their symptoms.
Tell me once again a little bit about these edibles.
It ranges from crackers to lollipops to cupcakes to brownies, and then all the way actually up to sodas. We carry Dixie Elixirs and we also carry Marcaja, and those are actually drinks that are infused with cannabis so that you can drink them. The carbonated ones and those drinks actually enter your system quicker, so it's for somebody who's looking for a quicker way to medicate and maybe perhaps a little more discreet. Sometimes some edibles take a little bit longer than actual smokable medicine, so we need to be able to portray that to the actual client and patient and say, once you ingest it, you need to be able to wait a certain amount and understand the different dosages and different milligrams. What's really nice about the edibles is a lot of the companies nowadays are actually being required by law to put what strains they're putting on there, as well as the milligram dosage of THC. And it's hard to say based on size and body weight and such what will actually affect a certain patient. So we always approach it cautiously, saying that they need to start with a smaller amount, wait a little bit, and then gradually build so that they can understand exactly how it affects them and what dosage works for them.
We're talking about it boils down to education on both sides, basically knowing what is out there, what is available, to remedy someone. Obviously, the neighborhood is taking a great turn into the future here. Tell me a little bit about the future of what you guys have in plan.
Future of Grassroots, we want to build from the ground up. That's our whole philosophy, and that's where we come in from our name. And we started that over a year ago, and that's something we're really striving to do. Like I said, with the artwork and with the live music, and we're also doing educational classes on cooking and bringing in full spectrum labs and stuff like that, and talking to the patients and having seminars with people about cannabis and the actual medical uses, or how to actually use it at home and actually be safe with it. And that's what we really want to do. We want to just spread the word and actually show a lot of people that we're actually a safe, friendly environment, and we're open to the public, and we actually want to be able to help them, and we actually don't want to hide anything.
Excellent. Well, you've got it all right there, folks. Basically, you've got an environment down here that is very approachable, friendly, an educated staff down here who's going to help you. Basically, if you've got viewers out there who are thinking about coming on down, talking with them, there's a phone number at the bottom of the screen right there. Not to mention the website is there as well. And their staff will make sure that you have all your questions answered for you, figure out what the process is of going down, getting your card, and basically getting a remedy for something that you may have, some aches and eels. And if anything, come on down and hook up the Wi-Fi and enjoy it. This is Gary Atencio from CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.